Hey guys, welcome back to the hide. We're back out in the gun room for another edition of the knife show. We've got the Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. This is one that kind of fell in beneath the cracks as I forgot that I actually had the knife. So I want to take a quick minute here. Thank the gentleman for sending this out, Matt over at Papa Woody's Buckskin Rubber Company. Thanks for taking the time to send this out for review. So let's get into it here, guys. We've got an advertised blade length of 4.5 inches. Overall length, 10 1/4. Steel, they're claiming 4116 stainless with a weight of 6.6 ounces. Blade thickness, 3.5 millimeters. So let's take it out of the box here and take a look and see what we got. And as you would expect by the name, Pocket Bushman, this is a good size knife, guys. I mean, it's got some heft to it. It is not a cheaply made blade by no means. It's a cold rolled steel blade. As you can see, they've just taken a piece of steel and just folded it over onto a very thick blade there. But overall, it's got a great feel to it. It's got some heft. It fills up the hand. This would be something that's probably lacking in a lot of guys' bags. Something that's not as large as, say, a standard fixed blade, but big enough to maybe do some chopping, some batoning, things like that. So that's what we're going to do after we take a look at it here a little bit closer. We'll put it through the gauntlet and see what it can do here. But overall, it's got a good feel to it. Thumb stud here. It's not one that you're probably going to just sling out very easily. As you can see, it is a chunk. I would say, probably large hands. I wear a large sized glove, so it definitely fills up the hand for sure. Let's get, I know they advertised 6.6 ounces, but let's take and just see if that holds true on the scale here. I would say it's probably pretty close, but just to get a kind of an idea. 6.4 on my scale, so that's pretty darn close. So overall, out of the box, blade looks to be maybe not super sharp, but adequate, I'd say, just out of the box. Probably would be something you would want to touch up. It does have a pocket clip here on the side, which is reversible either side. However, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something that I probably would not pocket carry. I would probably stick this in a pocket on either my day pack or my overnight pack. Maybe my multi-night pack, something like that, as maybe another option, maybe something a little bit lighter as compared to a standard fixed blade. That could serve a role, I guess. But let's take some paper here and see what we got. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And this is out of the box, guys. I have not done anything to the blade. So that's pretty good. And those are pretty clean cuts. So that's pretty impressive. Let's take a look at some cardboard here. It's got to be able to cut cardboard, don't it? And I tell you, with that added weight of that thick blade and the length, it really cuts through it like nobody's business. So this is item number 95FB, the Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. So let's take it out back. We'll stick it through the gauntlet and see how it fares, guys. Alright guys, we've got the Pocket Bushman here. We've got a few different stations on our test board here. So first off, before I start batoning this thing, I'm just going to see what kind of chopping action you're going to get with it. Like I said, it does have a fair amount of weight for no bigger than the knife is out in the knife blade portion. So it should chop fairly decent, I would think, for what it is. I mean, you're definitely not going to take down an oak tree of any size with it. However, it does definitely make some chips. So let's see what we can do when we give it a little bit of help. Oh yeah. So most definitely has the ability to notch some wood. Let's try another one. Another one here. Another one on this side. Not too bad. All right, not too terrible, not too terrible. Our ever infamous copper pipe here. Took care of that piece. Took care of that. Down into the wood even. One hit. Let's go one more. Why not? Wouldn't be torture if we didn't do it a bunch, would it? No deformation as of yet. Here's some PVC pipe. Alright. Took care of that, no problem at all. A little bit of batoning for maybe some kindling. Does that, no problem at all, man. And it's definitely precise enough a blade to do that. Alright. So even some decently retained blade there. Alright, let's see what kind of tip strength we've got. Oh, we are getting some tip deformation. However, it is prying. Now again, guys, this is something you're more than likely probably not going to do, but it does demonstrate the tip strengthness of the knife itself, which is something I like to see, just in case, you never know. So it definitely made short work of that 2x4, no question about it. So, get a close-up here, guys. The Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. We can see a little bit of deformation here on the blade end, just at the tip right there. You can see a little bit of a curvature. Overall, the edge seemed to retain most of the form. There was no nicks or gouges taken out of it from the pipe, with maybe the exception of maybe a little bit right in there in the middle. However, I think that might just be some discoloration. But overall, it definitely held up. It's got a good feel to it. This is definitely something that could potentially fill a role in one of your hiking bags. So it's worth taking a look at. I will say one thing that's kind of different about this knife is to close it. It doesn't have, you know, your regular thumb lever here. We've got a pull cord in the back that you pull and then the knife blade folds in. That honestly is probably the only thing about this knife that I don't like. I don't like how it closes, just because I have to do this and then come back over here and close the blade. But other than that, that's just something, a little bit of practice, but a little bit different. But overall, take a look at these guys. Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. If you got any questions, post them up. If you like this content, let me know down below. And as always, guys, shoot straight. Later.